All right. All right. Oh shit. Sorry. All right. What is going on, YouTube? We're doing a quick Q&A for you guys here. We are on a boat right now. Myself and
Will Options.
Will Jordan, day one trader from PB Trading. One of the guys in the fucking signal botting chat. It's both of us. We were both signal botting. Back last year we were signal botting, and then now this year it is what, September 2025, and I just did 110K last month, and Will just had his best ever month. I did. 30 fucking racks, and he's wiping sweat off my face.
33K for Will.
Let's fucking go. Everyone's getting burgered here.
Wait, what are we doing about the beginning of the Q&A?
We're just gonna cut it. We did another Q&A, but then Will and I said some not very nice things, so we're just gonna run it again. So we got some questions from you guys here on the Instagram, and yeah, we're gonna go through it again. So first question is, what days do you 100% avoid trading? And that's from Luke Allen. For me personally, the days that I avoid trading are honestly, none. To be completely honest, I watch price, and if price gives me a good setup, then I'm gonna 100% take it. What about you, Will?
I watch price, and if something presents itself, I'll take it.
Perfect. Okay, next thing is, how much do you make from trading alone? So personally, last month I did about 110K total in profit, like in my bank account. 45 of that was trading, and the rest was from mentorship. What about yourself?
I did 23K from info, and then like 12 trading.
Perfect. So everyone here who's going to get upset because of trading versus info, first of all, I have two questions for you. One, how much do you make in total in general, whether it's trading, info, your job, anything? And two is, do you even make 45K trading? Probably not, right? So if you're upset about that, understand that I'm the most transparent person on YouTube. I'm the most transparent person on all of pretty much any social media. So I'm going to share my numbers all the way through my journey, and so is Will here, and yeah, that's really it. Yeah. Anything you have to say?
No, the only thing that I want to add is just like, even if you make more from info than you do trading, as long as you make like a consistent amount trading, like I would say, like as long as you make a good amount in trading, it doesn't matter how much more you make on info, as long as you still make like at least 10K a month trading.
100%.
At least make enough like to where like you could be sustainable with just trading. That's my opinion.
Everything in my lifestyle currently would be absolutely 100% good if I made 45K a month. Like, it would be. I qualified for my apartment, and the CPA letter said that I made 33K a month average. So I would be perfectly fine with literally all of my expenses making 45K. I would actually be more than okay. So, yeah, guys, just understand this as well. Just like, this is just like me diving into it a little bit more deeply, is understand that all of your favorite traders, once they get to a point to where they build their personal brand so big, they are going to make way more off of info than they are off trading. And that's not because they're actually bad at trading. Like, I could make $100,000 a month off of trading, and I would be like a really, really, really good trader. But if I had 1 million followers on Instagram who wanted to learn from me, 100% I'm going to make more off of info. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just going to be more, like, as you grow and scale your personal brand, there's going to be more and more people who want to learn from you, and that's just the reality. So just understand that, guys.
No, I agree.
So yeah, better to be transparent than just lie to your face like everybody else. Just so you know, people like, and this is no shade to him, but like TJR has posted recently that he made like 200K in a month trading or something like that. Understand that 200K is not his entire income, right? Like, realistically, that's not his whole income, and that's perfectly fine. TJR is a great fucking trader, and he's a great fucking dude as well. But just know that once you build your personal brand to a certain level, you're gonna make more money off of info than trading, just because of the fact that you have a sheer larger amount of people who want to learn trading. That's it.
I was listening. It was good.
Yeah. So, next question is from Cy VMP. Do you ever eval cycle after the 4th payout, and do you always blow your 5 XFAs at once? So for me personally, about 4 times I've probably blown my full, like after my 4th payout, I've blown the accounts on purpose so that I don't have to move to live. But currently, I actually just requested my 4th payout on my current XFA set on Thursday, so I actually am going to let them move me to live. 1, just because I want to get the certificate from Top Step, and 2, because I've actually never been on a live account, so it'd actually be interesting for me to see what I can do with that live account. So what about yourself?
I've been focused on like My Funded Futures, and I went live with My Funded Futures already. I'm just now working on Top Step, but I will probably do like a few cycles before I get moved to live, because I've seen you do it, and I've seen like all of our friends do it, and I'm like, it's beneficial right now.
No, for sure. And it's like, you guys got to realize also, Top Step, like the reason why they limit people and they move them to live, it's not because they're a good trader. It's realistically because Top Step does not make money off of people who are taking max payouts or taking payouts like over 4. You know what I mean? Like, they're not making any bread off of that, and that's why they move them to live, to almost limit them and put them in a higher pressure situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the risk parameters, like I'll go over this like really quick. Like risking 250 to make 500 on 5 accounts, you would have to risk 1250 on a live account to make the same profit, and your drawdown is like way worse. Like don't you only like you have like 3K max loss limit, so like that would be like risking $500 in one day versus risking 3,000. Like, it's not beneficial for the trader right now to be on a live.
100% agree. So anyone out there who's going to eventually move to live, a lot of you traders will end up moving to live, especially if you're getting mentored by me, because you're going to be with the best fucking mentor on the planet. You are going to be moving to live, but yeah, just understand that the fact that you're moving to live, it's not because Top Step thinks you're a good trader. It's because they don't want you to make more money than they're fucking making off of you. That's realistically why.
Yeah, it's completely systematic. It's completely numbers based. Going to a live does prove you're a good trader, but they want people on live for the reason why they can profit off of you and not lose money off of you by you being on sim fundeds.
Also understand that all the best live traders are being copy traded actively by Top Step.
Yes.
So, does the motion model work on all pairs? And that is from Willem3803. Like, he's talking about like metals, forex, and crypto. For me personally, I've only actually back tested and forward tested the motion model on NASDAQ and ES, so I wouldn't want to give an answer for that. But I am sure that if I were to back test it on something like maybe gold, or obviously if it works on NASDAQ, it would work on like NAS 100 and SPX 500, which are the forex versions of the NASDAQ and the S&P. But I haven't personally back tested on any other things.
I haven't back tested either, but I mean, SMTs are a huge part of the motion model, so I would just say like make sure that you have like the strongest pairs that have correlating assets if you are going to try it on like a forex pair or like a platinum, silver, like that kind of thing.
100%. Next question is, how tall are you? I'm not going to answer that one. Get fucked.
I'm 6'2".
6'2". Next one is, you ever dwork? Answer is maybe sometimes. What about you?
I think I did it a few times today.
A few times. Will's dworking a couple times today. Might dwork on the yacht. Hold on, let me give you guys a tour. We're not gonna do what we did last time. We're gonna give you guys a small tour. This is the boat here. We got the fucking boat here. This. We got Krabs Trades behind the camera. We got all the boys in the back LARPing.
All of the huns are downstairs while this podcast is going on.
The podcast is going on. All the chicks are downstairs. We're getting fucked. Enzo's downstairs, and we're all LARPing.
Look at all the burgers.
All the burgers are getting yelled at. They're cooked. They're cooked. All right. How do we fix this? Boom. Okay, we're at 7 minutes.
I think we answer like 4 or 5 more questions.
Yeah, let's answer like 6 or 7 more. Yo, Krabs, can you check if we're good? Okay, we're good. How long did you trade the motion model? So currently I've been trading the motion model for about like 6 months. I've been trading like a mechanical strategy similar to the motion model for about 15 months. I learned from PB trading, obviously, so I was trading like a mechanical model from Blake, and I also incorporate a little bit of like Patty's PDI model. But personally, I just found that I wanted to get a better risk to reward trading their model. Their model is a great model. I've said it multiple times, hands down, it's a great model. However, I did want to find a way to get a better risk to reward, right? They take 3-minute, 4-minute, 5-minute inversions, whereas I would rather take a 1-minute or a 30-second inversion just to get a way better, percentage of the move up, and also, limit my risk to reward, right? So sometimes I'll literally be in a trade, the same trade that Patty and Blake would be taking, but I'll be in a trade way before they even take it, and I'll already be break even, if not, already scaled out of a little bit of my position when they have not even entered their trade. So that's just personally why I started trading with SMTs and smaller time frame inversions. But well, what about yourself? You trade kind of similar to like Patty and Blake right now, right?
Yeah, I still do like the highest time frame inversion, and like, I mean, you could trade it discretionarily. Like, I will take like a 1 minute, like bottom of the move, but you will catch more of the move than I would, just because like how more discretionary and how like restricted I am when it comes to like the inversions and shit.
Right, and there also are times that Patty and Blake, and even Will too, will catch trades that I won't catch at all because there's maybe not an SMT. I require an internal SMT to even enter a trade in the first place, right? So sometimes, let's say Will would take like a 2-minute, 3-minute inversion with no SMT. That trade can still play out. It's based on how you actually feel about your model and what system you've set for yourself to actually have success in the market. So, anything you want to say on that?
Nah, you got it.
Okay, we'll do a couple more questions here. I'm unemployed, about to get my first payout. Should I continue to focus on trading and not get a job? This is an obvious fucking answer. Yes. As soon as I got my first payout, which was 14.2K, I fucking quit my job. Like, and I use that money to support the next part of my lifestyle and support the fact that I wanted to actually go all in trading. What about yourself?
Nah, I agree. I mean, the thing with trading, it's like you want to escape your job right now, and like if you get a payout, you're already ahead of 99% of the people, and like you can prove it's possible to yourself, and so that makes you just like work like 10 times harder, and you have the rest of your fucking life to make dumbass money with a fucking plumbing degree. Like you have the rest of your life to do those bullshit jobs that you're trying to do now at this young age. Like all you have is time right now. Lock in on something that you won't have to work the rest of your fucking life to do.
1,000% agree. So yes, go all in on trading. And even for people who are currently employed, please, once you have some success in trading, go all in, bro. I promise you, you can go back to that job any day of the week. Like your worst case scenario of having to go back for that job is everyone else's reality. So just please go all in and like bet on yourself. Honestly, if you're gonna put in the time and the work, bet on yourself. If you want to be average, go and work the job. That's perfectly fine. But people who are average are not working jobs. Every single person on this boat is not working a job. And that's not to be like materialistic and bullshit and whatever, but that's just the reality. Okay? Next thing. Do you risk the same amount of $1,000 after you pass the accounts too? So personally, my risk management, what that actually looks like, and I'm going to have this be the last question because I think it's a good topic. Yeah. My risk management, what it looks like is I'm risking $350 per mini when I actually get onto an XFA account, okay? For XFA accounts, I'm risking $350 per mini, okay? And for once I get to 2K buffer, I'm risking 2 minis, okay? Which means I'm risking anywhere from like $700 to $800 per trade, okay? And my risk to reward that I'm averaging is around 2.5 to 3 risk to reward. So like, I'm going for, sorry, someone's getting yelled at on the boat. I'm risking about I'm going for like a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and my average, or I'm going for like a, $350 stop loss with 1 mini, which is anywhere from like 16 to 18 points maybe. I'm not really great with math, but I think it's like 16 points. Once I build a 2K buffer on my XFAs, I'm going to 2 minis, and once I build like past a 4K buffer, I'm going anywhere from like 3 to 5 minis. So that's honestly what I'm personally risking. My average risk to reward rate is a 1 to 3, and I have like about a 75% win rate with that strategy. Once I get to a 1 to 1, I'm going break even, and once I get to a 1 to 2, I'm trailing my stop loss to a winning day, which for top step is like $200. And the reason I do that is just to secure more winning days to be able to get closer and closer to requesting payout. Because think about the times that your traders ran to over a 1 to 2 that you just ended up getting break even, that you technically worked to get to that 1 to 2 in the first place, right? So why wouldn't you just, like, it doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you just secure at least the winning day, right? Like, that's how I see it. So that's personally what I'm risking. And yeah, in the month of July, I had an 82% win rate. In the month of August, I had about a 78% win rate. So I've actually been doing pretty well, as of recent. And I've only have 1 loss in the month of September. I'm 4-1 currently in the month of September. So what about yourself, Will?
91% win rate in the past 2 months. I mean, obviously my trade frequency is pretty low, but I feel like with the risk parameters that I've set up, it's like, it depends on if you have a consistency rule or not, what account you're on, but I would say pretty spot on with what Riley's saying. I risk 1,000 on fundeds and 500 on evals. Oh, that was that 100K question. So I risk 250 on fundeds until you get to a 3K balance, and then you can start risking 500. And just always make sure you're like on top of your payouts, get money in your bank account, and you can kind of loosen up your risk once you know that you have a working model. But definitely keep it as strict as you possibly can when like you're first learning.
100%. And also, guys, understand that Will and I have been trading our own systems for a long time. And so you're going to learn as you trade a system. You're going to learn, hey, maybe I want to risk this much on this account and this much on this account, right? Maybe you have an account with a consistency rule. Maybe you're trading on Top Step where there's no consistency rule. Everyone is going to risk differently based on their own trading experience. And that's just something that comes with time. I can mentor you guys on a system. Will can mentor you guys on a system. But at the end of the day, all you really have is experience and your own personal market data, right? So that's what I would say. Anything you have to say?
No, I think touching to your point of like learning from your mentor and like just like risking and trading your account how you think you should be doing it based on like how much money you think you can generate and like the best results per the account that you have. Like obviously you have XFAs with probably maybe like 10 or 5 figures in balance. Those would be traded way differently than an account with like $1,500. They've already taken a payout. It's $1,000 left in drawdown. You know what I'm saying? So just trade it smart, trade it profitably.
100%. And it's getting pretty dark. I'm sure the camera quality is not great, so I'm going to end this off right here. Probably like a 15-minute video for you guys. Really appreciate you guys watching. Obviously, you guys have seen recently in my videos that I've made. I'm going to make a vlog as well for Miami. But, like, guys, this shit is, like, you need to understand that when you really take your life serious and you take the work that you put in every single day seriously, you can do things like this. You can sit on a boat on a fucking Saturday. Obviously it's Saturday, but I can do this on a fucking Tuesday. Will can do this on a Tuesday. We do this any day of the fucking week. And it's not to be boastful or egotistical, but it's just genuinely like, we have worked hard to get to the place where we're at, and we have earned every single like thing that we have achieved through this. And obviously God has allowed all of this to happen. Like personally, I'm pretty connected to my faith, and I do believe that God has allowed me to get to this point because of the effort that I put in every single day, every single week, every single month. Like, I worked 12 hours pretty like average in the month of August, and I had my best ever month ever. I did 110K in August. Like, you guys don't understand that it does take work. Maybe you don't see it. Maybe you see the flashy shit. Maybe you see the cars. Maybe you see whatever. But I genuinely put in the work every single day, just like Will, just like anybody else, right? We put in the work every single day, and that's why we're able to enjoy with things like this, things that are materialistic, things like whatever. I haven't shown too much on the materialistic side just because I don't believe that that's what life is about. But understand that when you really take your life seriously, you can do every single thing that I've done. I'm no one special. We're all the same. We're all the same in God's kingdom, and that's just genuinely what I believe. So if Will has anything to say, I'm going to end the video there.
Yeah, no, I mean, just to touch on a few points, it's like you guys don't see a lot of the back end stuff that, you know, we put in. Like, when you ask us a question in the Discord, just know there's hundreds of other people asking us questions. We take our time to answer everything. We make sure everyone in the Discord community is happy on top of our trading. And then even when it comes to the trading stuff, like, they don't see the raw hours that we've put in. They just see like this dude's on a boat, he's talking about money, he's talking about what I could achieve. But it's like, we put in the same work that you're about to, 2 or 3 times harder. That's why we're in the position that we're in, you know? And we're just trying to spread that message and positivity to let you guys know that, like, you can do it just as much as anyone else on this boat can do if you put in the fucking work. No one's just willing to do it.
100%. And that's what I'm going to end it off on. So thank you guys for watching another video. And thank you guys for just supporting myself, supporting Will, supporting every single person on this boat. And God bless. Peace out.
Grabs his LARPing in the